John, what do you think are some issues that currently are not getting enough attention within the industry?
Well, there's going to be more attention on it, more and more, but the secondary standards, we just really haven't paid enough attention to those. We have, you may have a discoloration in your water. That's a secondary standard. You won't get wrote up for it, but you'll sure get a lot of comments on Facebook and everything about it, won't you? Okay, so if you can get rid of those, I think we need more and more attention on these secondary standards, taste and odor, and because they're coming to be primary standards before long. And fortunately, some of the government agencies are putting some money into that to help us with those things. But we really need to pay more attention to those secondary standards, because somebody is waiting in a big office somewhere to press a button, and all of a sudden they're going from secondary standards to primary standards, and we're going to have to meet those standards.
I would say for a lot of communities, water conservation is huge right now. I don't think that a lot of people thought that climate change would be so fast and significant as it is right now. I know that our water system has a water conservation plan that's been really successful over the last couple of years, Water 2120. And so what that is a holistic approach to conserve what you have. Our aquifer was, years ago, was depleting. So Water 2120 took that into account. How could we recharge our aquifer so that it was no longer depleting? The other goal was to not acquire any more water rights to address the issue. We wanted to use what we had, so again, we took the surface water treatment facility and started recharging the aquifer through ASR. Aquifer storage and recovery. We started banking water using the existing aquifer that we had by taking the water reproduced at our surface water treatment plant and putting it back in. We're testing those wells right now to produce water. I've been monitoring emails, and we're pulling successfully that water that we banked and putting it back into our system to supplement this period of high drought.
So there's two things that I think that we could talk about. The first one is connecting people with their water. All the great work that you do in your utilities, not enough people know about it because they're not connected to the water. It's free, and they turn on their faucet and it's there, right? So we believe in education, and we've launched an education program to start actually we're going to start it in Sunday schools, is teaching children about their water, the water cycle, what goes on with the water. I live in Hartwell, Georgia, a small community, Hart County, and the director of Public Works is going to be involved with us there, and then this is going to go national. So connecting people with their water through education, understanding the cycle, where it comes from, and all the fine work that's done by water utility professionals across the world. The second thing, and it was touched on a little bit earlier this morning, is water workforce development. Water is, we are working very hard with a number of organizations, partnering with them, to bring the next generation into water. What is not known out there is you are probably in the most exciting industry on the planet. You affect society, you affect healthcare. Many water workers call themselves healthcare professionals. You are. Health is in water. And so and economics. I live on Lake Hartwell. Let me tell you, something happens to that lake, economically, it hurts. Something happens and you hear Flint, Michigan or whatever, it's an economic disaster. So it is so important that people get connected with their water, and then two, bringing the next generation in and understanding what an exciting field it is for them to have a full and very, very rewarding career. I'm working hard to do that.